Why, oh why aren't cars simple like they used to be in the 70s when you could fix anything on a car yourself?
G'day. G'day.
Okay, Nora. Nora being my 2001 Mark IV Bora or Jetta, 2 litre. Yesterday I was out and about and it developed a bad misfire. And I couldn't really diagnose it because the car was too hot and it was getting dark. I did go and buy some injector cleaner, thinking that might have been the problem. I've used that. Today I've done about 120 kilometres and nothing has improved. This morning, before going anywhere, I popped the bonnet, hood, whatever, and gave the engine a real good look over. Now, there's no oil in the water and there's no water in the oil. The car does not overheat. There's no check engine light. I also checked all the vacuum lines and could not find anything loose, popped off or anything like that. So my next thoughts are, and probably need a little bit of help here, could it be an airflow sensor? Could it be an exhaust sensor? I don't know. Could it be a collapsed exhaust, like muffler? Not sure about that. I don't think so. It's not blowing any smoke. It's not doing anything. I would imagine also, like if it was a sensor, that your check engine light would come on. Not sure about that. Need some help. So going through what I've sort of figured out so far, I've narrowed it down to 3 things. And the reason I sort of narrowed this down is today, when I was taking off from a set of lights or something like that, I could smell a little bit of petrol. So that brings me to spark plugs or injectors or the coil pack or fuel rail, something in that area. Now, I'd imagine if your coil pack went totally bung, it wouldn't be pushing fuel to the injectors. So therefore, you shouldn't be able to smell fuel. Don't know. I'm only guessing. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just trying to eliminate things. I'd imagine that, like, if your spark plugs weren't sparking, yes, you would be able to smell petrol then. And if your fuel rail or anything, I don't know, I don't think there's anything electrical on a fuel rail. Don't know, help me out. But if your fuel rail was blocked, again, I don't think you'd smell petrol. So my thinking is spark plugs. But it just seems funny that it started basically all of a sudden. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's been doing that for a little while and I've just never noticed. But anyway, there's the update. Unfortunately, I don't have the tools to be able to change spark plugs. I've got to take the intake off and all that. They're all Torx bits. I don't have any tools for anything like that. So that means a mechanic, a cheap mechanic. Is there such a thing? A good, cheap mechanic. No such thing. So, yeah, we'll have to figure that one out when I can afford it. So, in the meantime, Poor old girl's just going to have to fart around like it is. It doesn't overheat. Doesn't like the only thing is like when as soon as you put your foot down, it just it struggles. I can't imagine that would help her, hurt it a real lot, but it certainly doesn't help it. So there we go. That's the update on Nora the Bora, my 2001 Mark IV VW Bora. All right. Bye for now. I've got to say it, don't I? Hooroo!